But you do survive, okay? You do survive. Yeah, I'm dramatic and what? Hi, my name is Saskia and welcome back to my channel. So today is kind of another big video for me because I've officially finished uni. It's exciting but also kind of petrifying at the same time because now what? Real world and all of that. So I thought it'd be a really good time to reflect on my time at uni because essentially it's been 3 years and a lot has happened in those 3 years, a lot of personal experiences, a lot of changing, a lot of growing, and so I thought it'd be good to reflect on all those different changes and those different events and seeing what I've learned from these last 3 years at uni. So yeah, without further ado, let go. So point 1. I personally think that too much importance is placed on university. There's this whole stigma that university is meant to be the greatest years of your life and you find yourself and who you are at university. I'm not denying that university are some great years of your life, definitely. Like, you have a really amazing time, you meet so many people and do so many things. But saying it's the greatest, I have a bit of a problem with that because the word greatest itself like epitomizes this time. It makes it the best, the highest, and it means that it can't be surpassed. But it also means that it can't be reached again because it's no longer reachable, and it's saying that nothing else will be as good as that time. And I personally think by putting so much pressure on that actually is not good. It's too much pressure. For me personally, the last 2 years at uni were the most difficult. And I know it's the same for a lot of people and everyone has different reasons for it. So for me, I found it very difficult because of my ears. There's a lot of times I couldn't sleep, I couldn't go out, I couldn't concentrate on work, I didn't want to be around people, I didn't want to be around doing stuff and be my normal chatty self, I didn't want to. And because of that, I felt like I was missing out on a lot. I felt like I was wasting my time, essentially, and that I was spending 27,000 on uni, and I was only getting to experience the academic side of it. When actually, it's taken me a while to get to this point, but I realised it's only 3 years of my life. And that all the great people I met here and all the amazing friends I have here, I'm still gonna have them after uni. And just because I can't go clubbing and I can't go to bars, it doesn't mean that I'm not having a good time. And I think because of this pressure of the idea of what uni should be like, I ended up actually forgetting all the good times I was having and not realising how much good I had in my life. As someone very close to me once said, everyone misses out on something. But it doesn't mean that you're missing out on everything. Point number 2. This one's a bit more of an overarching point to do with health. So this is going to be talking about both mental and physical health because both are just as important as each other and also as a whole together. So firstly, mental health. Everyone at university will go through a period of bad mental health. It's inevitable because of the amount of stress and pressure that you put yourself under, the university puts you under, and society in general put you under. There's a lot of pressure because from every single side there is expectation. And it's not something you can hide from because it's also within yourself. And so with that becomes a lot of mental strain and stress. I myself went through so much stress when it came to getting my essays done, getting my work done, particularly when it came to dissertation. And it's very easy to feel very isolated and alone when that happens because, while everyone experiences it, not everyone experiences it the same way that you do. And I've realised it was really important to take a step back and to allow myself to put my mental health first. There are days that I would just not work because it's okay to have a day where you don't work. Obviously, I'm not saying don't work the whole way through uni, but it's okay to have a day off now and again for yourself because you need it. Your body needs it, physically and mentally. And then on the reverse side, this also came in with my physical health. So I think for the past 18 years, I was so dependent on my parents. You are, you're a child, you're not an adult in the eyes of the law. And so, your parents, take you to doctors if you're sick, or, if you're sick, they'll look after you. But when you come to uni, you suddenly have to do it all yourself. And that is petrifying. Can I just say, I got bronchitis week 2 of uni, and I honestly thought I was just gonna die. You do survive, okay? You do survive. Yeah, I'm dramatic, and what? But actually, once I got better, I actually felt a lot, I don't know, it's really funny, but I felt like a kind of sense of accomplishment that I'd come through this and I was fine. And that's gonna sound really stupid, but trust me, when you get freshers flu or sick at uni, you're gonna feel that kind of accomplishment that you were okay afterwards. But I realised after that actually I had to look after myself. It was really important that I looked after myself. And therefore it became important that there was a good balance between my mental health and my physical health, because ultimately they also affected each other. Point number 3. So my third point is trying new things. Okay, so this one was actually kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. But when you come to uni, there are so many clubs and there's so many societies and people that you have to try new things, otherwise you just end up sitting in your room all day and being like, nope, I'm just gonna stay here. And it's frightening, it's really frightening. But it was also really enjoyable. It was a time that I actually had to force myself out of my comfort zone. Yeah, there's this idea of if you don't try new things, then you won't get hurt, you won't, get disappointed. But at the same time, if you don't try new things, then you won't ever find anything new or things that you enjoy. So it's kind of a stressful two things, isn't it? But I actually think it's really important for later on in life as well. Because, when you go into jobs or you go traveling or anything like that, you're always going to be doing new things. And if you can't adapt or even try those new things, that can also be problematic. So I actually found more confidence in myself to go and explore these new things, which I actually really enjoyed doing this year. I think the biggest thing that I learned was to stop preempting negativity and bad things. You can never know what's going to happen. Even in life, you can never know what's going to happen. And if you preempt negativity, then all you'll ever get is negativity or you'll avoid doing things because you're scared of it. It's not saying I'm a genuinely negative person, but I think everyone always has moments of negativity, and it's learning and choosing not to let that stop you and prevent you from doing things that you actually want to do in life. Point number 4. Friendship. But there's kind of 2 sub-points to it. So the first one I want to talk about is the balance between home and university life. So I have a really bad habit of compartmentalizing, whether that be in doing my essays, my exams, the work I have to get done, home life, uni life. I compartmentalize a lot. And it was particularly bad at the beginning of university, in the first year or so, because I had a habit of being at uni and focusing on uni, which meant that my connection to my friends back home weren't as strong, or vice versa. When I went back home in the holidays, I was less active with my friends at uni. And it's obviously not the best way to be, because your friends are your friends constantly, 24/7, not just when you're around. And I think after losing a very big friendship for me, it really hit me how much it was affecting my friendships. I learned how to start balancing my friendships at home and at university, because both were equally important to me. This is particularly important for later on in my life as well, because I don't know where I'm going to be in 10 years' time. I could be living in a completely different country across the other side of the world. And obviously I don't want to lose my friendships or to have a distance in my friendships. So learning to stop compartmentalizing and actually to balance better was a really important skill for me at uni. Shout out to my friends, I love you all, you're awesome. Mwah. Okay, so So the next point that I wanted to discuss about friendship was not everyone can be your friend. This was a really difficult one for me to come to terms with because I just want everyone to like everyone and, you know, be friends. And it took me a while to understand that you can't click with everyone, you know? As long as you're nice and you try and you're not personally mean or horrible to people, then it's okay not to click with everyone. And it's hard because, you know, you want to get on with everyone, you want to, you know, be friends with everyone, but it's not possible to be because everyone has different views, different opinions, but as long as you are respectful and nice, then that's okay. Point number 5. This is probably one of the most important points or things that I've learned at my time at uni. And that is that you're always growing, and you're still growing, and you'll continue to grow. There's this whole kind of idea that, as I said earlier, uni is the greatest time of your life and you find yourself at university. That's a big stereotype. And while I agree that you find a version of yourself at uni, I don't think you can necessarily find yourself. I don't think it's possible at any point to find yourself because you're always changing. You're constantly experiencing new things and they shape and develop you based on how you handle those things and the experiences you have. So saying that you find yourself at uni and that it implies that you stop growing. And you don't. I'm not going to stop growing, I'm still growing. And not growing to have a physical sense because, you know, I'm 5'2" and proud. Who I am today is very different to who I was when I came to uni. And who I'll be in 3 years' time after uni, it will be very different from who I am now finishing uni. And I'm really excited for that because I'm going to be experiencing new things, doing new things, trying new things, and that is exciting. It's petrifying, but it's so exciting. And I think it'd be really unhealthy for me to not want to grow anymore after uni. So there we have it. There are obviously many more things I've learned about university, but I thought these are the most important to kind of pass on. I hope they help you if you're going to university this year, if you're continuing university, or even finishing uni. I hope that they've been helpful. And actually, I'd really love to hear what you've learned from uni and your experiences. So if you put in the comments down below, or message me on my Instagram or Twitter, that would be great. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content. And if you want notifications when I post, then please hit the little bell icon and you'll get that notification each time I post a video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you really soon. Bye!